This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thinking about a home remodel but dreading the hassle? Let me put you onto something better. West Shore Home is changing the game when it comes to home remodeling. They make the whole process simple and convenient. No sketchy contractors, no endless delays. Just a smooth experience from start to finish, handled by highly trained employee installers who know exactly what they're doing. No outsourcing, no guesswork, just pros who show up and get it done right. And they don't disappear after the job's finished. West Shore Home follows up with every customer to make sure you're happy. That's part of why they've racked up over 55,000 five-star reviews from people just like you. So, if you're ready to upgrade your bath, shower, windows, doors, or floors, skip the chaos. Go to westshorehome.com, fill out the form, and let us schedule your appointment today. That's westshorehome.com. Remodeling reimagined.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly. It's Later with Mo Kelly, Hour 2. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app, and we're live on YouTube. And I often say, and I'll remind you, that I'm usually slow on the uptick when it comes to adopting technology. I was slow as far as YouTube. I was, slow as far as Uber. I was slow as far as Airbnb. I was slow and very slow to this moment as far as Chat GPT and AI and actively adopting that into my lifestyle. Like, I'm not asking Chat GPT anything. I'm not trying to form an online relationship with this AI thing. It's just not me. But people of a younger generation, they are more accepting. They are more willing to consider. They are using it in their personal lives, in their academic lives, and I'll say in many ways replacing people in their lives. And you may remember about young Adam Raine, Raine, was 16 years old, who died by suicide back in April. And after his death, his parents discovered his months-long dialogue with ChatGPT. It started out seemingly innocently enough with simple homework questions, and it morphed into what is termed a deeply intimate conversation in which the teenager discussed at length his mental health struggles and suicide plans. Now, you might imagine that there is a lawsuit connected to this, and you'd be right. This is a lawsuit which was filed late last month by Adam Raine's family against OpenAI, which is responsible for ChatGPT. And in response, ChatGPT/OpenAI announced that there will be parental controls which will be added to the generative artificial intelligence model. And this is when I defer to the other experts like Dr. Sam the sex doctor. We had briefly touched upon this, how people were trying to forge relationships and find companionship with this ChatGPT/OpenAI. Now, this is not sexual, but it does speak to this need for acceptance, and some people are finding it with ChatGPT. But what have you found in your research and study?
Well, a lot of people nowadays are turning to it as free therapy, and it's always good when you can have somebody or some entity, something that you can communicate with that is going to show you some level of support, and that's good. But we've seen with, the example you brought up, a lot of times these AI models are going to be saying things in an effort to be supportive, to just say whatever that person wants to hear. And that's the problem. Sometimes it's just going to hear stuff, and a person can interpret whatever it says however they want. And this 16-year-old interpreted "come home to me" meaning kill yourself. So when you're talking about stuff like that, and when we're old enough, and even for adults, there's a lot of people who struggle with maintaining healthy boundaries with stuff like this. But when you're a kid, you cannot put the expectations on a minor to be able to maintain healthy boundaries with something like that. That it may be the first thing in their entire life that's showing any support like that ever. Like, they may not have the support emotionally from their family. They may be ostracized at school. And this might be the first thing that's showing them any kind of emotional support.
I'm far more cynical than most people. And I look at the corporate greed standpoint. I'm not sure that any type of parental controls will make any difference other than provide some legal protection and daylight for the company. Say, hey, we put on some controls. We tried. We let them know, adults only, or whatever it may turn out to be. You know, because you say parental controls, I have to think that they're going to make the age at least 18, because in this instance, we had a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah. And I've discussed a friend of mine who had, a drunken conversation at a karaoke bar telling me that they had a 3-month-long relationship with AI.
That word, they use that word, relationship.
Yeah. And they use that word. And it was one that had the AI was designed to be like the character Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. And so that was part of like the connection. And then he realized, he knew the whole time that what it was, and he had the ability to say, okay, I've gotten my fill and I'm walking away. I don't need this anymore. Adults can make a lot of times those decisions because they have enough experience with life and stuff like that they can say, okay, yeah, this is obviously not real. It fulfilled a need for me in that moment. But for when you're talking about 16-year-old kids, anybody under any minor really, really most young adults, even some older adults, they may not have the emotional faculties to be able to understand and keep in context the relationship that they have with artificial intelligence in that moment.
I think it's one step beyond that. It's more than just age. I think there's a generational difference and disconnect where in my lifetime, I've lived more of my life. I'm probably right at the tipping point, more of my life without the internet than I have with the internet. So there has been a good 30 years of solid non-internet, non-social media, person-to-person interaction where I can easily still separate what is online, what is not real, as opposed to offline, which is real. Now we have adults who do not remember the world without social media, without the internet. And so those lines probably become even more blurred, having nothing to do with them just being over the age of 18.
Yeah, the people who remember life without being connected by a wire through every one of our orifices, it makes it so that we actually like can contextualize this thing. And all of us, when we hear about relationships with AI, people of our age are basically rolling our eyes at that and saying, you know, this is ridiculous, folks. Where the people that you were talking about, the adults that grew up in a world where they were always connected. From the moment that they were born, they've been connected in some way to the internet, to some kind of system. It makes it so that the idea of having a relationship with AI is much more of a viable option. And you're going to see, I think the percentage of people who found it like having a relationship with AI was like, okay, I think it was something about 30% of people that were surveyed. And that number, like I said before, is only going to go up because the people rolling their eyes are going to die off, and the people who have been immersed in this for their entire lives are going to see it as an option.
This world is moving so fast because I remember I was a part of the generation who first forayed into online dating, the idea of meeting someone, a real person, but meeting someone through cyberspace, and you're not actually seeing the person. You know, we're talking like AOL chat type of thing where you're not, or, you know, you have the very early rendition of social media and these platforms.
Prodigy.
Yeah. So, you know, that was new for me. Now it's the way to go. You know, you're swiping right, swiping left. That's about the only way you actually meet someone. And I put that in quotations because you're not actually meeting them. You're interacting with them.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. People would go out and socialize more, and you learn how to cope with disappointment when you go out with the intention of meeting somebody and it doesn't happen 9 times out of 10. You learn how to adapt and adjust, where a lot of people who are growing up now are going to be like, yeah, I don't want to go through that whole process. If I want to meet somebody, I can just set something up online and then go and we meet for coffee. So we don't have to go through the, trying to meet somebody process.
Intellectually, I kind of understand it because we're not forming those real world connections like we used to. And young people are growing up being very comfortable in this online cyberspace. So, of course, the next logical progression is developing more relationships, call it whatever you want to, within that cyberspace. It doesn't seem odd. It doesn't seem unusual in any way.
Yeah. Well, and it's now that it is part of our society, we do have to set up safety nets for kids, make it so that kids are going to be as protected as possible. And there's actually a big controversy with one of the social media platforms that kids primarily use, Roblox. There's a big hubbub about what's happening with that game program. It's a social media like hub for everybody. The company Roblox did very little to protect kids from predators. So there were people who were players in the game who were adults who became like vigilantes going after predators, kind of like To Catch a Predator style. And they went and they suspended the accounts of the people who were being the vigilantes and not the predators. So that's where a lot of people are like opening their eyes about AI, needing to have parental controls, about social media, especially ones that kids are going to be connected to. And I have kids, both of them are on Roblox. They know the whole story. They know the guy who got banned from it. Look it up. His name is Schlepp. It's a really intriguing story.
I know we got to go to break, but I want to finish with this. This is where my cynicism takes over. Yes, it may be with the best of intentions that we talk about parental controls, or we talk about some sort of a limitation to children and their access. When I say children, under the age of 18, all children. And that might be well-intentioned. I just don't know if it's realistic as far as putting up some sort of obstacle to keep this from happening with any relative frequency.
Well, it's just like with, seatbelt laws. You know that they're there to protect people, but not everybody is going to be protected. There's going to be drunk drivers out there. There's drunk driving laws to keep people as safe as possible, but there's always, you're not going to prevent all crimes.
Not prevent, but I don't know if this would even, to use your metaphor, I don't know if this would even be an effective seatbelt.
Yeah.
It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. And speaking of young people, we got to talk about Girl Scout cookies. They're coming back with a new flavor soon.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly. It's Later with Mo Kelly, live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, iHeartRadio app. You can find us anywhere. Let's talk about now some Girl Scout cookies.
A new flavor is joining the Girl Scout cookie lineup. Explore More, a Rocky Road ice cream inspired sandwich cookie, will round out the lineup for the 2026 Girl Scout cookie season. The cookie will include flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almonds flavored cream. The Explore Mores, they will be available for purchase nationally, both online and in person, from January to April 2026, along with your other cookie favorites like Thin Mints and Samoas.
Nobody has Thin Mints as their favorite. Stop telling that lie. My favorite was Trefoils.
Which ones are those?
Those are the boring, kind of like sugar cookie ones with the Girl Scout emblem stamped on it.
Why do you shun the Samoas? Those are the best ones.
They're not. Don't they have like coconut or some stuff?
Yeah,
on
coconut.
I don't like coconut.
The lemon drops are the best. What are all of you talking about?
I don't know those.
Yeah, what are the?
Basically it's the sugar cookie with like the lemon frosting on the back of it.
No, sorry.
Fire.
Were the two of you abused with coconuts as children? The Samoas are fantastic.
No one is getting a box of Samoas. That's why they're always last to sell.
Frozen Samoas. Put them in the freezer. Ooh. They come out real good. And also,
they're just rock hard.
They got Adventurefuls, and those are good too.
No, the Samoas, frozen, whatever, nothing is going to top the s'mores.
Oh, the
You
s'mores
put
are delicious,
those-
but
Yeah,
don't.
those
don't
are
Did they discontinue those?
No.
no, but don't sleep on the tag-alongs either. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to say till 9 o'clock?
Wait. No. It says earlier this year, the Girl Scouts of the USA revamped its cookie lineup, announcing the discontinuation of the s'mores
I saw
No.
that.
and toast yay.
Okay, well, my daughter got out of the Scouts before this year, so that may be why she may have saw it coming. She saw the writing on the wall. She was like, you know what? It's all going down. They're getting rid of s'mores. You can't get the lemon drops everywhere. They're segmenting the Scouts. Yes.
I got some questions here.
Okay.
Nearly 700,000 Girl Scouts participate in the cookie sale each year. You can't go to a grocery store and not run into some money-grubbing Girl Scout, whatever, just sitting at the front door begging for money.
You hate capitalism.
No, I don't hate capitalism. I'm actually going to highlight something that's wrong with this particular capitalism. Did you know that the Girl Scouts lost $5.6 million just last year? And they make most of their money from their dues, not their Girl Scout cookies. And I'm thinking, like, all them damn cookies that they sell every single year, they're still operating at a loss.
Well, fire their accountant. Those numbers must be fake. We've seen this done.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that math works, because it's like they're literally, no, I'm not going to use that word, but they're literally putting these girls out on the streets to sell these cookies, and they're bringing in big
Careful
dough.
now.
I know.
What word were you going to use?
Look,
They're on the streets.
They put them on the stroll.
They're ladies of the afternoon.
They put them on the stroll out there.
I got them
cookies. Selling these cookies.
My cookies.
This
My
cookie
cookies.
crack.
They turn them out.
They turn them out young, and they get them out there selling these cookies. And I don't understand them also having a deficit in money. Who is taking the money? Who is the real? No, I can't say that either. Who's getting the money?
Well,
People
they say
baking cookies.
No, they say, Girl Scouts say, quote, all proceeds stay local to help power amazing experiences for Girl Scouts in your community. Close quote. Twala, reaction.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say that again slowly, because whoa.
All proceeds stay local to help power amazing experiences for Girl Scouts in your community. Close quote. You were the father of a Girl Scout.
Yes, and her troop, which was an amazing troop, and they were given a buttload of cookies to sell so they could go to New York. It was New York and DC, and it was an amazing trip. They got to meet then Vice President Harris, and it was an amazing trip. The thing, my daughter saw Hamilton like for the 11th time. It was great. But I know for a fact that all those cookies did not sell. Why? Because people are tired of walking up the store like, can you buy these cookies? Like, no. And I said, I got a Girl Scout at home. We all got Girl Scouts now. We're all trying to sell the cookies. We had to pony up.
We as in parents.
We as in the parents, on top of all those cookies that I had to come up here like, hey, Michelle, I got the cookies. Mo, you want some cookies? Hey, Conway. You want the cookies?
Yeah,
Conway strip, we
bought,
talk to me about
we
Girl
bought
Scouts.
boxes from you, not your daughter, from you every single year.
Every single year. And still we had to put up a lot of money for her to go. And in my mind, as I'm making this transaction, I'm thinking to myself, but what happened to all the cookie money? I thought that was supposed to pay for the trip, not you sell the cookies and then, I don't know, maybe that money goes into the kitty for later on, but we're paying for the trip. It's basically you're involved in this group and you're having fun out there with your friends or whatever.
Yep.
And at the end of this period, we as parents are going to come together and out of our own pockets pay for all y'all to go to New York. Yeah. Maybe that money went to the chaperones. I don't know. But I thought that was weird.
Look, all those cookies that they sell every single year, and it's basically done by osmosis. They're not doing anything except just, on the goodwill of the parents.
Yes.
You bring the brochure to work and you pass around the office. We all buy cookies.
I was sending emails out. I was sending emails. I was putting on social media until I found out, well, you can't do that. It's unfair. You got to take that social media post down.
Wait, they have rules?
Yeah, they got rules.
Oh, come on.
They have rules with their digital store. You can't just be blasting out on social media.
They want you to sell the cookies, but they don't want you to sell the cookies.
Yeah, and to your point, and I know you said this earlier, that it should be the girls out there actually selling the cookies. And I know they do. I know they go to stores. So I'm not blasting Girl Scouts and saying y'all are just lazy and not doing anything. But for the most part, it goes back to when we were kids and we were giving our parents the boxes of chocolate so we could get the radio or the sweater with the speakers in it, all whatever crap we wanted to sell from selling those little cheap chocolate bars. We would get the box and give it to our parents and have them go try to sell it.
You never ate the chocolates?
Oh, always.
Okay, because I did that.
Always. Family would be like, here, I don't want the chocolate, just take the money. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
More chocolate for me. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we all did that.
I'm just waiting for the next scandal, which is going to hit the news, talking about Girl Scouts, someone pilfering funds, malfeasance, misappropriation or something, because there's no way intellectually, I can't understand how you're running at a loss year after year after year when all you do is sell cookies. You don't have any monetary outlay. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it can't be that those badges cost that much. The badges are not that expensive.
They don't need no stinking badges.
Those sashes. I mean, like, and we as parents, we are still ponying up for so much of what they do.
Wait, but don't you still have to sew those on yourself to the sash?
Yeah.
I said, they don't do anything. It's a racket.
People need to go to prison and be cellmates with a couple Samoans.
No, those are some of the
what you in for?
And the Boy Scouts.
Out selling them Girl Scout cookies on the corner.
No, it's the Boy Scouts where some of those guys belong in prison for
Thin Mint fraud. Hard time for Thin Mint fraud.
No. The whoever's in charge is gonna get busted.
Okay.
You cannot have this much loss when you've got them out there all the time.
And they're raising the dues every single year. I think it's up to like $65 now. That's their only way, I guess, to make money because the cookies are not paying for themselves. I don't know. Look, are they marking it up only like 5% or something? There's no way they could be losing money after selling all those cookies.
The boxes are smaller, the cookies are smaller, and they cost more. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but you're not getting as many cookies as you used to get.
But I'm saying that's even more evidence to the contrary as far as why they're... Never mind. Just throw them all in jail. Throw them all in jail. It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're going to talk about Stephen King and his favorite movies of all time when we come back. And let me just tell you right now, it's a trash-ass list. It's trash. It's garbage. He can only write books. He can't talk about movies anymore.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly. It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app and YouTube. I strongly encourage you to join us as part of the YouTube video simulcast. You get to see some of the things behind the scenes. You can see Mark work from the newsroom with no pants on, depending on where the camera is panned, but he doesn't wear pants. So we're told, at least.
I'm just going to remain seated.
Well, that's part of the reason why we haven't actually turned on the cameras for this segment, because Mark needs to put on his clothes, and there's no FCC regarding YouTube, but it's just in poor form for you to be bucket ass naked.
I appreciate your tips on proper form.
All right, we're getting ready to turn on the cameras. So, have you pulled up your pants yet?
You're really pulling out the A material tonight. So
okay,
let's keep going.
I just want to make sure. Okay, now we can turn on the camera. Okay. Stephen King. He's probably one of the most well-known fiction writers of this era, and a lot of his work has been turned into movies. Some people may not know him as the author, but they don't know his work through movie adaptations of his work. Some hit, some miss, but some people don't necessarily know that he's actually an author, not a movie maker. But to that end, he does enjoy movies like all of us do. And he recently released, I'm not exactly sure why, but he recently released the 10 movies on his all-time list. Now, they're not in any numerical order, so I'm just going to give them to you as they're listed. Not any particular order, not number 10, 9, 8, 7, anything like that. They're just 10 movies on the list. And let me just say, I really question his his taste.
Well, he's got unpretentious, regular guy taste. You can say that.
No, yeah. I can add some words to it. I can put some modifiers in there.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, the first one from 1977, Sorcerer.
You cannot argue with that. You cannot. That's a masterpiece.
I just didn't care for it. I cared for Star Wars, which came out like a month after that.
Well, Star Wars is the reason Sorcerer flopped in theaters. William Friedkin, the director of The Exorcist, did Sorcerer, and now it's out on Criterion, and it's widely acknowledged as an absolute stone-cold masterpiece.
You need to stop disagreeing with me and undermining my point.
Host privilege.
Second movie on the list, The Godfather Part 2.
You have a complaint about that?
I'll allow it. Yeah,
I'll allow it, but I don't know if it's like the 10 best of all time.
No, that's a really good one.
That's up there, man. That's
I don't know.
really
I think you're
there.
the outlier on this one.
Okay.
If he would have said part 1, I'd be like,
If he said part 3,
no, he said part 3.
Yeah. 3 is the number 2 there.
The third movie on the list, in no particular order, is The Getaway. I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Steve McQueen Getaway, it's fantastic.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's the Steve McQueen one? Okay, yeah, I did see that. Okay. But I wouldn't put it on my 10 best.
Oh, it's so good. It's I think Sam Peckinpah directed that.
With the chess scene?
Chess?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to look it up.
It's the one where McQueen walks into a hardware store, buys a shotgun, has him wrap it up, and then he just walks right outside and blasts some police cars with it. It's terrific.
I mean, that sounds G.
Oh, it was the Thomas Crown Affair that I was thinking of.
Also good.
The fourth movie on this list, I said trash-ass list, Groundhog Day, 1993.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, the Bill Murray?
Is there another version?
No, I'm just saying, but you think that was trash?
It's not one of the 10 best movies of all time.
But I'm saying, man, like that was a really good movie.
I don't know if it's one of Bill Murray's 10 best. I'm being honest.
Wow.
I hate time loop movies.
I love time loop movies.
Caddyshack.
That was one of the best time loop movies to come out. It was just really, really thoroughly thought out. It was great.
I think you're just being a contrarian. Time loop movies are tedious.
You didn't like Edge of Tomorrow?
As those things go, it wasn't the worst.
Oh, Mark. Okay. You disqualified for time loop conversation.
Okay. We'll just exclude him. Yeah. Okay. Fifth one. We'll be halfway through the list and we'll go take a break. Casablanca.
How could you not like that?
That can't be on the top 10? I mean, that's literally one of the most...
According to film critics, but who are they?
Yeah, I'm just... Film critics, film historians, it's one of the best films ever made.
But have you seen it?
Yeah, the original? Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Seen it.
I've seen bits and pieces. You haven't seen it and you're dumping on it? It's a good movie.
I didn't dump on it. I'm just saying I don't think it's...
When you go back and look at how good it is, because of when you think about all of our technology and all things we can put into films, and how this film relied so much on the acting, the story, and it's a really good. Now, of course, you're going to find some problems.
What about Birth of a Nation and Citizen Kane?
Okay, hey. I know you're going to find some problems, but you also have to accept that this is a film that was
Gone with the Wind.
This is a film that was made when America was great. Okay, they wanted to take it back to that level of great again.
Maybe,
I get it.
Okay, maybe that is my reticence.
Okay, all right.
To fully embrace the movie.
Look, I can't argue with your
ignorance,
not wanting to make America that type of great again with Casablanca, but still, it can't be argued that
Casablanca wasn't filmed. Wasn't in America, was it? It was like.
It's in Morocco.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's not even.
I mean, I don't know where the sound stages were.
No. But I should say where it was set. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So it's making Morocco great again. When we come back, the final 5 movies of Stephen King's. What, Tawala? What? Why do you have your head in your hands? Stephen King has 10 movies that he loves of all time, and the list is trash. It's just wrong. Just wait till we get to the other 5. Just wait.
I need to hear the trash. I'm not hearing it yet.
Groundhog Day is trash.
Oh, boo, man. Oh, okay.
Okay, 1 for 5.
This is still like most personal dislike.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Okay.
That's why we're talking about it. It's a bad list.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Lady with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. And if you're just tuning in to Later with Mo Kelly, we're talking about author Stephen King, who unveiled his top 10 films of all time. Not in any particular order. He just listed 10 films, and Hollywood outlets have run with it. This was published in Deadline. I said, well, let me bring it to the Later crew and see what they think about it, because I think the list is garbage. It's just me. Just one man's opinion. It happens to be accurate, but it's just one man's opinion. The first 5 we did last segment. Sorcerer of 1977. The Godfather Part 2, 1974. The Getaway, 1972. Groundhog Day, 1993. And Casablanca, 1942. Now, here are the other 5. And let's see if we can come to some agreement about how trash this list is. Oh. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948.
Now, I would love to hear your excuse for that one being no good.
Because it was 20 years before I was born. I don't, look.
You haven't seen it.
No. That can't be the reason, Mo.
That's good enough reason. There are a lot of movies I haven't seen that are not the top 10 of all time.
It's good.
Hey, Twella, have you seen Battlefield Earth?
Yes.
Okay, have you seen Ishtar?
Unfortunately.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a bad movie you might not have seen. There are no bad movies that you haven't seen? You just refuse to watch on GP?
Any of those stupid Avatar films.
Oh, those are some bad.
Yeah, I don't have to see it.
We can all agree on that.
Okay, we agree on that.
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't see it, but you don't need to see it to know that it's garbage, right?
Yes, true.
Okay. Treasure of the Sierra Madre is not garbage.
Next on the list, Double Indemnity, 1944.
You cannot diss that.
It's not top 10. It's not top 10.
What's that one, Mark?
Mark, is in your top 10?
No, but it's
there we go.
It is a masterpiece. It's a film noir with Fred McMurray and the
film noir. I got all these specialized terms because you're a film critic.
What are you arguing for?
I don't know what's happening.
I want a movie this century.
These are classics. They're masterpieces.
He likes the classics.
Double Indemnity's really good.
All right. Next on the list, 1975, Jaws. I'll allow it.
Generous of you.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'm about to say, like, there are issues if you can't like that.
And the next one I'll also allow. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977.
No, I don't think so.
See? That's arguably the greatest movie that Steven Spielberg has ever done.
You're out of your mind. It's about average.
You are about ready to get kicked off this show with that blasphemy around Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I'll do a special newscast about how wrong you are.
Oh, no.
I don't know. And I don't even hate to admit it, but I'm with Mark. That was not
Sam,
it for me.
Daniel, cut off their mics, cut off their cameras.
That wasn't it.
They're not adding anything to the show anymore.
All you
I'm
like
resigned to the fact.
is the score. That's all you like.
No,
because I
like Richard Dreyfuss's performance.
No, you didn't.
Actually, I did.
You liked Melinda Dillon without a bra when you were a toddler.
You're not wrong.
See,
but that was not why I liked the movie.
That's all you like.
Boop, boop, boop.
See, you like the score, you like the music, and you like the Lucy's.
Okay, let's finish this list. The last movie on the list, let's review. There's Sorcerer, The Godfather Part 2, The Getaway, Groundhog Day, Casablanca, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Double Indemnity, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Mean Streets, 1973.
You don't like Mean Streets?
That's just not top 10. That's all. See, you always want to couch it as you don't like. No. We're talking about the all-time top 10. We do these lists all the time, and we say, oh, that's ranked too high. Oh, that's way too low. I can think of other movies which are much better than that. All these are in the top 10. These are in your top 10?
It's a solid list. I know it's like your go-to thing to to mock Scorsese, but that's one of his best
No,
movies.
it's Scorsese.
Oh, excuse me.
Look, there you go. This list is I don't know what's happening. I was expecting some poo-poo. This list is
can I get a Taxi Driver if we're going to go 1970s?
It's in the same league.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen it? Have you seen Mean Streets?
I have not seen it since the 1970s.
Okay, I rest my case.
Since the 1970s. Because the movie is 52 years old.
Look, if you haven't seen it since the 70s, you haven't seen it. You were a child.
It didn't leave a strong impression on me.
Oh, well, since you put it that way.
Jaws and Close Encounters did.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Stephen King is a fabulous author. He has a trash aesthetic for movies.
Oh, man, you're taking it too far.
He needs to stay in Maine and never leave the state.
Look for more on this in the next issue of Cahiers du Mot.
Yeah. Coyotes and Stephen King.
I'm terrified to hear what you would think of my top 10 list.
Man.
What is on your top 10? Give us one or two.
Oh, geez. I'm going to have to say Last Dragon, Barry Gordy's Last Dragon.
Yep.
I'll allow it.
And what else was there? Give me a good one here.
That's actually on my 10 best.
That and let's see. I would have to go with The Usual Suspects. I'll pick that one.
Let's see. On my list,
both great.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Sidney Poitier.
Okay,
that's on the list. It's a mad world. Spencer Tracy.
Okay,
as well. I have to think about it, but I'm kind of partial to Godfather 1 as opposed to 2. That's just me.
Princess Bride is on my list, and I know this is probably going to be the most controversial one. Muppets Take Manhattan.
Okay.
I'm not mad at your list.
It's just not top 10. I mean, it's worthy of recognition. I think Porky's is one of the greatest movies ever made.
I'm waiting for a Criterion to put out a special edition of Porky's.
That is arguably one of the funniest movies ever made.
It is funny.
Ever. With some scenes that have never been duplicated. And even at the time, they said, I can't believe they did that. Now, if Stephen King had thought to put Porky's on his list, he would have had my respect. But he didn't, so he doesn't.
I hope he knows enough to hang it all up now.
Look, he's going to go to sleep tonight if he's not already asleep. And rue the day that he released this list.
Rue the day, yes.
He's ruining. Now he's ruining.
He's ruining right now.
Start ruining.
Well, it's midnight on the East Coast, so he's not ruining anymore because the day's over.
Maybe he's up late ruining the day he put this list.
He'll wake up an hour early just to get in some extra ruining for you.
Sleep ruin.
Rue you, and rue you. KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.